thing, Landon, you talked about taking clients to a client event. Something I noticed in our conversations and talking about your practice is the client culture that you have
Sure.
there. We've talked about some other advisors we know around the country whose, I don't know, their corporate culture is not really that healthy, or it's
Sure.
all just the money,
Right.
or toxic even in some
Yeah.
ways. And I think part of that whole caring environment you talk about, where you're really wanting to give, you're a giving person. Tell us a little bit about that. What do you guys do? Do you do client events? Do you send out Christmas cards or?
Let's talk about the industry. There's a reason why you and I are independent,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah.
But most people's money, they go to the Vanguard, Ed Jones, Charles Schwab, Merrill Lynch, Morgan Stanley.
They're all the same.
And these advisors have a license to sell stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and VAs.
Yep.
And they're told at the top what they can and can't offer.
Mm-hmm.
And you better be doing this much, or you're out of here.
Yeah.
Right? And the first thing they do when they go in is sell their family, and then they run out and, can't make quotas and get out.
They put all the hit on their friends.
Most of my clients come from firms like that because they don't want that mentality. Yep. They want the independent advisory shop that has all of the tool in their tool belts to find the best tool for whatever they're trying to achieve in their retirement plan, right? And so I think that's the main reason why people come to us. Not only that, look at this pandemic. How many people are paying advisors and they can't even reach them on the phone? I had a client call the other day, and they happened to be with Fidelity on the management side and paid a fee. We were actually trying to get a hold of his advisor. We waited on hold for 30 minutes. I can't imagine paying for a service
Yeah.
on my life savings, and I can't talk to somebody. I'm on hold for 30 minutes. I mean, by all means, have the office say you're going to call me back or they're in a meeting or something like that. I can understand that. But to be on hold for 30 minutes. So I think what this pandemic is doing is shifting away from these big, brick and mortar shops to more of the independent where they actually get customer service. What happened to customer service, right? And one thing we do is I spend more time at the office with my team and my clients than I do with my own family, right? That is my family.
I understand that.
Right?
Yeah.
My team is my family. My clients are my family. I want them to be successful, right? And so I don't want to be in the office, in a financial meeting all the time with clients. I want to get to know them. I want to meet their kids. I want to go out. So we do a lot of client events to bring their kids, bring their partner, bring friends. And we rent out the baseball game we bring 200 clients to. This month we're doing a Lake Pleasant brunch cruise. The boat only holds 100 clients.
So is that first come or?
Yeah, we have to. I mean, that's the next era is why can't I get on it, right? So we have to always do first come, first serve. So I knew that the baseball game where we could have 200 now, we have 100 here. So I know people are going to be upset. So now what we're doing in right around Memorial Day, Top Gun's getting released, the new movie, right? Yeah. So renting a movie theater, right? And then the people that came to the boat cruise, right? We'll let the other people have first come to that. Okay. You know what I mean?
And is it the client and the spouse or the whole family? I mean, you got to draw the line somewhere.
Yeah. No,
can't bring the dog.
Right now, because we haven't got to do everything for a couple of years, we're telling them, clients and spouse, first and foremost, if the event doesn't get full, then we're like, hey, if you have a friend or a relative or kids you want to bring with you, we'd love to meet them and have them.
One of the biggest complaints I hear is the same thing, whether any of the companies you mentioned, the big wirehouse firms, they all have their pie chart of mutual funds that they're going to drop you into. And frankly, it's kind of like shooting fish in a barrel. Yeah. When you see this, a bond mutual fund, and they're saying, why are you in bonds? Well, that's for safety and stability. And okay.
Yeah, not this year, huh?
No, not this year. And if there's any, it's pretty easy if you can show them, well, look at what happened between 1953 and 1983. Right. Okay, that was a rising interest rate environment. And what happened to bonds during that time?
Right.
There are bond proxies. There are bond proxies in the insurance field. There's bond proxies in the alts field. There's lots of ways to address that. But they never hear that. They never hear that proactive thing. And that's what I hear from my clients, is they'll call their advisor, if they can get them on the phone. Right. And they'll say, hey, I'm concerned about inflation. Okay. Right. What should we do about inflation? They don't know. And why don't they know? Because it's a big wirehouse. They haven't been told, here's a solution, this is what we need to do.
Right.
So the proactive side of that, being able to being able to hedge a position. I want to talk a little bit about money management.
Yeah.
But as far as reaching out, as far as being proactive and reaching out with your, I think you do a State of the Union in January, February?
Yeah, this because of the whole COVID and getting space, right?
Yeah.
We found a nice place, and we did our State of the Economy the first week of February this year. We had a little north of 200 clients attend that. We bring out, I think it's very powerful. We bring out institutional money managers that actually manage our clients' assets, that are managing billions of dollars, right, for large institutions. It's one thing to have your money managed and you're paying a fee and you get a service from the advisor, but I think it's very powerful for my clients to be hearing from the people actually pushing the buttons and making those decisions on the portfolio directly from that. Who does that?
And I think
You got Merrill Lynch doing that. You got
Exactly.
Ed Jones doing that. Right?
Yeah.
Bringing people out so you can hear, and we do a Q&A session kind of like we're doing right now about the markets, and we get a lot of questions from the people in the audience, and we go through all of that. I think it's very powerful, and my clients really like it, and it's always a good turnout. So
and I think it's a confidence builder for them to know, gee, Landon actually knows the people and
Right.
they know him who are managing our money.
that's right.
I think that's huge. Tell us about the, do you do halftime event, middle of the year?
I don't have it set just on halftime because
Okay.
we're constantly doing events,
Constantly doing
right?
events.
I just
Yeah.
like, hey, when we get one done, it's like, hey, what is the next one? What's cool and exciting? What can we do? So we try to do definitely 2 big client events a year, but it tends to be more quarterly
Yeah.
is what it ends up being.